Hi guys. So this will have to go up on Saturday along with the market recap because it's 11:45 and I have to get to bed. For those of you that are new, my name is Amber. This is oohaahcrochet, and we talk about crochet stuff, family, life, EDS, thyroid. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. I'm also on carnivore for the last year and a half. But mostly it's crochet. That's what this channel is supposed to be about. So I do want to show you what I got finished. I didn't get a lot done, unfortunately. I had other things come up and I just wasn't able to focus. Connor's birthday was yesterday. He turned 8 years old. 8. My baby is 8. I'm like, that's crazy. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I finished, and we'll add it to the pile. I don't have a lot. I told Mom, I said that, like, this is your show because I have not very much. I don't have any expectations of selling anything because I just didn't make, it wasn't able to make stuff. So anyway, this is a pattern by Cable and Canvas, you guys. It is so freaking cute. So she has the spider. This is the spider. And she had it in purple, so I did it in purple, but my purple is very light. And I probably would have gone with bigger eyes. I think she does hers in like a velvet, and mine is, of course, in Bernat blanket, because that's 90% of the time what I use, except for like the Dollar Tree chenille yarn. But she has the spider, and then she has the bat, and I was trying to see what the other one, if I have them all in the same document or not. But Cable and Canvas, so I bought it on Etsy, and there was a discount at the time, I believe. I just thought it was super cute, so I went with that one. And nope, they're separate. Okay. Oh, man, I had it all together. What did I do with it? Don't you hate that when you have all this stuff and then you lose what you're working on? And I don't hardly ever use my computer except for to download patterns from Etsy. That's it. So there's a spider, a bat, and a ghoul. So, but yeah, and they're separate too, so you can get separate. There's the pattern on how to make them separately, how to make the spider separately, and yeah, the other pieces. So you can have them all separate or you can have them together, and I think it's a great idea. It's just another take on the pop-up mushroom. So you do take the string through just like you would gathering any other pumpkin to give it the little bit of a texture. I don't have as much texture or dense because, one, it's Bernat blanket, and I didn't add another string. I just used the string that I cut off. But you could use a worsted weight to pull that tighter, and then you would get more definition with your pumpkin. And you know me, I like to overstuff. I like to have mine stuffed. But the spider is not stuffed, obviously, because you've got all that. He kind of looks like a, I don't know, kind of looks like an alien. But if it doesn't sell, I've got kids that have already made claims. I did get one axolotl done. He is my only axolotl, which is really sad. So we'll see if he sells. I sell these for $17. And this is in, oh man. Well, the fins are in Baby Sparkle. It's a teal, and then this is some sort of, I don't know, it's got blues and greens. I think I've said that. But ball bands don't last around here because, one, they annoy me, and two, it just, when I'm working with the yarn, I don't like to fiddle with it. And it's hard to find the middle of the skein sometimes, so I just pull it off. All right, and then I did 3 of these tiny turtles. So I didn't add eyes this time. I thought, well, I'll just make them baby safe, and then they can have no eyes. I put these, I think I will either put them, I don't know. Mom will probably tell me $5, but they're worth more than 5. I think I'll probably put an 8 on them. I can always add the eyes, but I wanted to keep them baby safe. I might add the eyes tomorrow while we're sitting there, or at least on 1 or 2. And but they're all the same color. I use that same color as the axolotl. And this was the end of my green, multi-color green grassy skein. So I used up a skein. I'm trying to, I don't like to have the bits and pieces, but you should see my room. It's an absolute disaster. I wanted to show you the final product for the ghost, the flip ghost. So you've got the rest in peace headstone on the one side, and you've got the ghost with the little hands on the other. I do recommend a 6.5 or a 7 if you have it. US doesn't normally carry the 7. So, and I think an 8 would be too big. So if you have a 7, use it. If not, the 6.5, loosen your tension a little bit. I'm a tight tension. I know that because I pull. So anyway, there you go. It's much, much easier to flip it with the 6.5. And yeah. So yeah, this one is very, very tight. And then the only other tip I had, they're supposed to be in bed, but they're not. So my do you guys glue your worsted weight yarn down? I feel like after a while with the flipping that it might move the worsted weight, especially on the Bernat blanket yarn. But I don't know. I guess I don't know that answer. The only other thing I was going to tell you is when you're doing the pop-ups, so they normally have you do like a back loop only or a front loop only. When you do like this, here is where that pop is going to happen. You take your fabric you've created and you stretch it out a little bit. That will loosen up those stitches and allow it to pop better. So I've done that, and that did help because it was very tight. I used a 6 on this. Definitely could use a 6.5, and I think it would be fine. Again, and that would probably make it easier to pull this tight also. So it's really, really cute. I know it's going to be past the time to probably order it, but I mean, I don't know if you have markets next week or not. I know Friday is the 31st, so it's still cute. And you could, like I said, you could do them separately, but Cable and Canvas is where I got that one from. And the other one I purchased with Mom's help was, let's see if I can find this. So I ordered a bundle. Where are your name? Where's your name? Really should always have on a pattern. Crochet Studio US Art is the name of the shop. But on every page, I highly recommend in a pattern that you have it on every page. Even though it might be tedious, I would definitely mark the work. So this, it's all separate. Let me, I will just tell you that it comes with, I think it was like 5 Christmas swinging animal pets things. And then it had dinosaurs, with like the figgy pudding and the different things on top. And then there's an owl Christmas tree thing. And that was a bundle. It was $9. It was half off. I will tell you when I've finished making some of the things if it was worth it. It's kind of spendy, but they're cute. And I like the swinging pets idea, but the dinosaurs really got me. And I figured even for the dinosaur patterns, if I didn't decorate the dinosaurs, I could still use them as regular. So that's why I was like, okay, let's do this one. There was one that looked almost exactly like it, or a couple of them that looked exactly like it. but I was afraid to purchase from them because I was afraid that they like stole the pattern, which I don't even know how you know who has the original pattern. Like, how do you decide this is the original maker of this pattern when all the pictures like look the same, like they took it and knocked it off? That's just, oh, I could do a pop-up mushroom. So many ideas, not enough time. All right, I'm going to go to bed. I will save this to add on, or I might even edit half of it. I don't know. But we have market tomorrow at church. We are in a little offshoot of a room. I kind of don't like it when they do that. But yeah, there's like all kinds of little rooms that you go in and out of. And a lot of times people get claustrophobic and don't go into rooms. But we'll see. We'll see. This is Mom and I's first like church craft fair kind of a season, you know, like the fall season is like church craft fair season, holiday season, whatever. So I guess we'll see how the churches go. I know that we really want to go back to the fair one, and we really liked Marshall. We really liked the one that was in Iowa. That one went well. So we're just kind of finding ones that work for us. And we were able to set up tonight. So at least Mom got to set up tonight. Mom's stuff takes longer than mine because all I do is pull out a bag and I just put it up on a shelf and it's done. Mom's got to rearrange. She's got to do tier levels and different things. And her stuff is a little bit more precarious than mine. You know, mine falls off a shelf. It's not going to break. So, but anyway, I will, I'll let you know how tomorrow goes, or today in like 2 minutes. Okay, bye guys. So these are just a few pictures of our setup on Saturday. If you guys see anything that you like, please let me know. Mom would be happy to sell them for you. If you need any gnomes made, let me know. Hi friends, how are ya? So it's a couple days after our market. It was on Saturday, and today is Monday. It's actually it's probably 9 o'clock. Finally got the kids into bed. If you hear them, they may or may not pop up the stairs. That's kind of what happens, especially with the almost preteen. They feel like they should stay up later. Oy vey. So we had our craft fair at Memorial Lutheran Church. There was lots of vendors. Unfortunately, there was 5 crochet vendors. Out of 40, I'm guessing 40, maybe a few more than 40, there was 5 crochet vendors, and that's not including the food booth, who also had crochet all along the side of their table. And they were selling market bags, cotton, large, medium market bags for $12, folks. I cannot make a market bag for $12. There's at least a ball or 2, probably 2, at least 2 balls of cotton yarn. At least 2, okay? At least. Now, I went to Michael's and I bought 4 balls, okay? Now, I had buy one, get one half off, and it was $10 for 4 balls, or almost 11, I guess. But otherwise, they would have been 12, okay? And these are not very big balls, right? I mean, they're your normal balls. I think, I want to say 2, maybe 3 balls. Like, seriously. Like, you're selling them at cost. Now, granted, it's a church, and maybe somebody donated their time, and that was the price that they put on them. Okay, that's rant number 1. Oh, the reseller in me, you guys, seriously, the reseller in me, my auction side of me said, buy them at $12. and flip them for $35 because that's what I would charge for them. That's what people on Etsy charge for them every single day. I mean, and these were big ones. They weren't small ones. And they were, you know, nice and flowy and big and whatever. I just... And then they had blankets. The blankets were probably okay, reasonable. Anyway. Mom and I did not get skunked. However, it was very frustrating. I did meet a wonderful crocheter, and her name is Amber also. Hi, Amber. She had plush, which is great. She had like 3 times as much inventory as I did. You guys, I didn't have hardly anything out. I felt really honestly pretty bad because I just wasn't able to prep like I should have. Working on these Roadrunners, I just haven't been able to prep. I was excited about the pop-up pumpkin spider that you guys saw. That didn't sell, but I was still excited about it. I only sold $65, which I didn't get skunked. We paid $30 for the booth, and we were in a classroom. So I don't know if you've ever done craft fairs, and either in churches or maybe schools, they put you in these hallways and then they put you in these side rooms, and they did a very, very good job of labeling the rooms as this room has stuff in it. This room has stuff in it. Come in here, shop some more. And this room. So it wasn't that it wasn't labeled. And we did have traffic. It was, I don't know if I would say slow, but it wasn't busy. We did have people come through, so my complaint is not that. It's just that when you have that many crocheters, it's very, very hard. Like, and there was another lady that was in a booth down further than Amber and I were, and she had larger plushies, like very large, probably double the size that I normally do. It was I can't remember if they were in Bernat, but they were big. So anyway, I don't know if she did very well. Everybody looked grumpy. They were either happy or grumpy. There was no really in between. There was a lot of young kids with their mothers selling, which was great. There were these just wonderful girls that were selling wax melts with their mother. And I absolutely said that you guys are going to grow up to be entrepreneurs, because they had that sales pitch. They had that warmth, that glow, that, you know, like, come here, talk to me. So I was happy to see that. Mom didn't get skunked either, but she only sold $13. She sold one gnome, and it was a Packers gnome. Go Pack, go! And she sold a little spider, or a sucker. So we're hoping that this Saturday goes better. I am going to be market prepping, and I'm hoping to get some videos out for you guys. I really, really am sorry that I haven't got one out. I have been battling. I don't know if it's fall depression, if it's because the lights are going out faster, if it's just all of this stress is catching up on me, but I can tell you that my mood has been different, and I'm struggling. So I've been trying to just like pick up a hook. If I keep crocheting, it'll even out, right? That's what I keep thinking. So currently I have orders that I need to get done. I have an order for 5 pot handle covers. If you guys have not seen my pot handle covers, please be aware that they are adult version pot handle covers. Pot handle covers are, I make them in cotton, and they go on the end of a pot handle to prevent your hand from getting burnt. So like on cast iron or anything else. Now you can make it just plain, just a tube if you wish. And this is what it looks like if you make it just plain, okay? So the lady that ordered them, she ordered for me last year also. I have repeat customers on Etsy that order these from me a lot. They order them for bridal parties. They order them for white elephant gifts. They order them in multiple different colors. So keep that in mind. Okay. So I asked her, because I had bought both pink. She said pink and brown. So I bought pink. I figured that this was going to be too bright. And so I did end up asking her, like, which pink she preferred. Because Michael's did not have, she said pink or peach, but they didn't have a peach. And they didn't have, I really miss the Casey's knit and crochet 100% cotton yarn, because they had really nice colors. Now this is kind of close. It's hard to see, but not quite. That's just a black fuzzy. However, this is a size 3, so you're adding more stitches, but it's really soft. It's nice to crochet with, but I knew I didn't have enough in that to cover 4 of them in the same color. I'm not quite sure I will have enough for 4 in this. I think I will. I'm crossing my fingers. Okay. So anyway, so these are basically a tube. I usually do them 6 inches. And so then what you do, and this one, I might have to make it again because I think it's too skinny for a pot handle. But then you add the bits. So then you add the details, okay? So you just add the decoration around the outside, and it makes it an adult pot handle cover. Now, this woman, again, I told you, has ordered from me before, so she knows that I do the option. I used a 4 millimeter hook on this, and then I went up to an H, which I think is a 4.5, or it might even be a 5. I used my old school metal one because I don't know where my other one is. Like, it is very old. It's got teeth marks in it or something. Gauge marks. Yeah, it's an H. But see, look it's all beat up. It's seen some days, man. It could tell some stories. But anyway, a 4 is too tight, I think, for my tension. So I went up to an H hook. It would have been fine had I done more stitches, but I did 16 around. And I think you need, for a 4 millimeter, you would need probably 17 or 18. This is definitely looser. I can fit both my fingers in there, which I figure is a pot handle size. Like, they're really, and you want it to fit on there and, kind of stretch. So again, you could make them plain, or you can add decorations. But the lady that is buying from me is buying them with the blue bits attached. So I did buy blue cotton yarn. I probably have some somewhere, but if I did, it would be just a small, scrap ball. And I need to make the little dangly bits for each. So anyway, I will make the little dangly bits for each, and I make them probably like a 6, 12, and then, do that twice and then go back down again. So they'll hang from there. And yeah, I don't charge enough. I charge, I think, $7 on Etsy now. I did raise my price. I had them at $5, and at $5, that they take me almost an hour to, not an hour to make. I could push it out pretty quickly at 45 minutes if I wanted to. But because it's in the acrylic or in the size 4 yarn and not the plush yarn, it takes longer. And you really have like rounds. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 27 rounds in this one. So it does take a minute. I mean, and I try to, again, I kind of crochet tight, so it's probably to my detriment. But anyway, this is super simple. It's surface crocheted on the outside, and then you just do your shape. You can make your decorations any which way you want. There's that. So I got that order, and I'm thankful for that order, so I have to finish that one. And so it was buy one, get one, and I got this yarn also because it's green, and I figured that would make like a good Grinch. So that's my plans with that. The next thing I'm working on is a pig for my cousin. However, I got all kinds of excuses in this one. However, the pattern maker wrote this design for a size 4 yarn, not a size 6. I knew better when I started making the arms, and the arms were this big. I knew it was going to be very large. So I might, here's the legs so far. So this thing is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Okay. It's going to be huge. I assume, assumptions, you guys, you should never make assumptions. I assume that I will have enough yarn. I don't know if that is true, but I'm hoping. So anyway, I will finish it, but I might put it up for sale instead and make her an acrylic one, because this is going to be huge, and that's the pattern she wanted. So that's my thoughts. I mean, it's well written. It's not the fault of the designer. It's my fault that I didn't read it first. Now, she did use Posh Pearl, so I suppose I could go get a pink and Posh Pearl and the thinner yarn and use that. So it would be soft. And it would be the right size yarn, which I might still do. I guess we will see how Saturday goes and how my funds go. If the funding is there, then I will work on that. I haven't worked on anything else. That is huge. It took me a while to do that. So so we have a show on Saturday, and that is at Peace Lutheran here in Sioux Falls. Now, that show last year, if I remember right, it was okay. And that we did the spring show, but everybody told us the fall show is the best one. The fall show is the best one. So here's hoping that the fall show is better. We have another one on the 15th, and then we have Black Market or Benson's Flea Market on December 6th. So here's hoping. Yeah, fingers crossed. So anyway, that's 30 minutes of me rambling. I'm sure you guys have had way more than enough of that. I will hopefully get a video out for you tomorrow. We'll see how much I get done tomorrow. We do plan on going to the food giveaway tomorrow. There is one, I don't remember the name of the church, but it's over off of Marion Road. So it'll be a different one than the one that we were going to, that gives away like the Little Caesars pizzas. But I think I'm hoping it'll give us some meat. I don't know. I haven't decided. The other one only takes like 15 minutes. And this one I have to sit in a drive in a parking lot for as long as it takes to get through. Maybe I can do both. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I will let you know tomorrow. All right. Well, I'm going to watch the rest of the Chiefs and Commanders game. Again, go Pack Go. The Packers beat Aaron Rodgers. And he was very, I appreciate the fact that he was very nice to Jordan Love and was very complimentary on how he took over the team and has led his guys. I was very appreciative to that. So anyway, enough rambling. I love you guys. I hope you like and subscribe. Please, please, please do so if you haven't already. If you're watching this long, leave a pig in the emoji. Leave a pig in the emoji. Okay. Bye, guys.